Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Spiderhead by Quartzic and BakedZiti. This is another puzzle by the students of FullDeck and Missing a few cards. So Quartzic and BakedZiti have created this as part of their coursework for I think it's a logic and math course that they're doing. I should actually get those details down. And where they're actually using the Sudoku grid as a way of sort of doing some logic work. And I think this is a really cool way of doing it. And one of the things that they've been asked to do is to write up a submission guide and write the solution guide and everything, which I haven't looked at, but write it all up and get all the formatting correct for as a way of also being able to sort of write submissions, because that is something almost everyone has to do in their work. Yeah, really, really cool. And I'm glad to get these. I've actually got a few of these in now recently, so I'm going to work through them, try and not bundle them all together, but yeah, really happy to get these. So yeah, I'm not going to go through anything else. I just want to get into the puzzle and see how it is. Not sure what I'm looking for difficulty or anything, so yeah, let's have a look. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have killer cages, which is in these cages, the sum of the digits that are placed in the cages will be the number in the top left corner of the cage. So, these three cells will sum to 9. Digits cannot repeat within cages, so this will be important for this cage where, for example, if these two digits were 2, I couldn't make those sum to 14 because I've repeated a digit in the cage. Those could sum to 14, but not with two twos there. And then along thermos, digits must increase from the bulb to the tip. So this will be higher than 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 this, and this will be true for all of these thermo shapes. So that's what we've got. I'm going to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So, what can I tell about this? Actually, not really sure. Well, I know a 9 is in one of those two by the thermo rules. And don't think I could put a 9 in an 18 cage, because if I do, then these 4 cells would have to sum up to 9, and the minimum I can put into 4 cells is 1, 2, 3, 4, which sums to 10. So that's not a 9, this is a 9. So I get a digit straight away. And the reason I couldn't put 9 in any of these is if I did, what would I put higher along them on the thermos? I wouldn't have an option. Now, 8 can't go in any of those. And it couldn't go in those, but 8 could go in either of these, because if 8 here would just mean these have to sum to 10, and that does work. So maybe I need to keep looking at 9s. Now, I can't put 9 in a 9 cage, and I can't put 9 here or here on the thermo. So 9 is in one of those 3. Can't put 9 anywhere in this cage, and I can't. 9 is along here, and it's not in the middle because of this one, because I can't put 9 partway along a thermo, and even though this is only a 2-cell long thermo, it means I can't put 9 in any of those, and I can't put 9 in an 18 cage. So those 9s knock out those, and this becomes a 9. So maybe I need to look for more 9s. 9 is... or maybe not. This 14 cage can't take a 6. Okay, so 8, 7, 6, 5. This has a maximum of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9, 7, 6, 5. This has a maximum of 4. 8, 7, 6, 5. This has a maximum of 4. 8, 7, 6. This has a maximum of 5. So I have to put 6, 7, and 8 in here. 7 could go there, but it can't go there. So 7 is in one of those 3. Can't put a 5 in this 9 cage, so it must have a 2 in it because I can't make it 135. So there's a 2 in this cage. Five here would mean this would have to be from 1, 2. So 5 is in one of those 3 cells. Because if I put 5 here, this would have to be from 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'd have, or it had to be from 2, 3, 4, and these would all be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's 6 cells. So 5 is in one of these 3. 5 here. Yeah, that works. And 5 here just allows that to be low, which it's going to be. Like 9, 8, 7, 6. This is going to be 5 or... Oh, that's tricky to see. And I might be wrong. This 9 does work, but not on 9s. Because this 8 and 9 are restricting what can go on these thermos. This could go 9, 7, 6. So this has a maximum value of 6. This 9 means that this is 8, 7, 6. So this has a maximum value of 6. So the maximum, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quad. Because this is 6 cells, and the maximum these can be is 6. So these are all from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hate doing... Well, that's not the way to mark this. The way to mark it is these are now 7, 8, and 9. So that's a 7, 8 pair because of that 9. So 1 has to go in here because I can never put 1 partway along a thermo, and there's no 1s in there. That's very strange. But does it do much? Well, the 6 is going to have to go in one of those 2, surely. Yeah, because I can't put anything higher. So the 6 is in one of those 2. And it'd be 6, 7, 8, or 6, 7, 9. So one of those 2 is a 7. But I don't know what to do with that. Maybe I do need to sorry. Maybe I do need to pencil mark all of these thermos. It feels really weird. Now that I've got this 7, 8 pair, these are more restricted. So this can only go up to 6. So this would be 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. This feels really... 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3, 4, 5, 6. This just feels like over pencil marking, that's all. This one, however, feels more restricted. 7, 6, 5, 4. So this does only have 3 options. So 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. That 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not quite. Hang on. Oh no, I could hide a 1 in here. Just this feels like just like terrible over pencil marking. And this 5 may provide some restriction. So 4, 6, 7, 9, and 6, 7, 9. There's no 9 there. What am I even thinking? So this is actually more restricted. So the 2 is in one of those two. Let's. And after all that, I think this is the cell that matters. Because 876, this has a maximum of 6, but it's a minimum of 3. This is 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quintuple. So there's no 5 there. So these are 1, 7, 8, 9. Well, there's no 9 there. There's no 1, 9, or 8 there. That's a 7. So 7 comes out of all of those because it couldn't be 1 because it's higher up on the thermo. Couldn't be 8 because I'd have an 8.5 in there. Couldn't be 9 for many reasons. So this is the 7. So this is an 8. This is a 7. That takes 8 out of there. This is an 8. And that's huge. Because this now has a maximum of 6. So maximum here is, no, maximum here is 6, 5. This now has a maximum of 4. This now has a maximum of 3. And this has a maximum of 2. So 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. Which means this is the 6 because the 6 had to go somewhere in here. So this has to be higher than 6. This is 7. This is 9. Because one of these two had to be 7. Where does the 5 go in this row? It goes there, which takes 5 out of all of... What did I just do? I hit the wrong button. 5 out of all of those, which means this isn't 4 anymore. Six and 7 means this is 5, this is 4, this is 3, this is 2. So 2, 3, and 4 come out of there. This is 5, this is 6. This 2 makes this 1, which means this is not 1 or 2, it's 3 or 4. The 1 makes that an 8. Which does mean these have to sum to 10. These are 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not a 2. Eight is now up here, and it's not in this central box because this 8 is preventing 8 from going in any of that. So this is an 8-9 pair. This is not an 8 anymore. If this was a 7, this would have to be higher. This is the 7. These are 3, 4, and 5. I can't put 5 there. I've got, no, these are not 3, 4, and 5. Do this correctly. This is the problem I have where if you don't clean up your pencil marks, it becomes a problem. These are 3, 4, and 6, and that can't be the 6, and that can't be the 3. So that's a 3, 4 pair. So that's a 1. So these are known. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's no 5 or 7 there. That's the 6. This is a 3, 4 pair, so this becomes the 2. There's no 8 here. 3, 4 makes this 6. Put 6 down here somewhere. Probably don't need to pencil mark that. This has to be lower than 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, and it's not 3. So this is a 1 or a 2. These are 1, 2, and 3. And that's not a 3. This is a 1, 2. So this is a 9. This is a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is an 8. This has to be 8 or 9, and it's not 8. This is the 9. Which puts a 9 in a 14 cage. So it's 149 or 239, and it's not 149. This is 239. Which doesn't interact with that at all. That's not a, pardon me, that's not a 9. But I can tell what this triple is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Well, there's no 7 there. So 7 is in one of those two. There's no 5 there. These are 3, 4, and 5. That's a 3, 4, 5 triple. So this becomes the 6. So I know what these two are. These are 1 and 2. And there's a 2 in there. So that's the 1 and that's the 2. Oh, there's no 2 there anymore. This was never a 2 because there had to be a 2 in the cage. But there has to be there has to be a 2 in the cage, so that could never have been the 2. So this is 1, 2, 6 or 2, 3, 4, and this is going to be what is not in the cage. So this is either 1, 6 or 3, 4. So this is either, there's no 6 there, so this is either 6, 1 or 3, 4. There's no 1 here. Cool. Seven is in one of these two. I need to put an 8 down here as well, but it's in any of them. So there's 4, 5, 7, 8. This cage is going to have to come into it at some point. I can't put a 9 in this cage. I can't put a 6 in this cage. Okay, well, this forces it. This is 3, 7, 8. And if this is 3, 7, 8, first of all, there's no 7 or 8 there. So this becomes the 7. This becomes the 8. But just as importantly, this becomes the 2. There's no 3 here. This is a 4 or a 5. There is a 3 in there, but I kind of already had that. 3, 7, 8. This is 1, 4, or 5. This is a 1 or a 4. Because there's a 5 looking at it. So this is the 5 and this is the 4. There's no 4 in here. So this is the 4. This is the 5. This is the 3. The 4 looks over making this 3 and this 4. There's no 3 here. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit anxious. I tried to make a nice calming playlist on my music playlist because I do listen to music to keep myself centered and everything because reasons. And for some strange reason, it started playing incredibly not relaxing music. And it's freaking me out a little. So I know what this triple is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm not as great at scanning as some. I know this. So this is a 2, 3, 4 triple. So the 2 must be in here. The 2 comes out of there. But more importantly, that looks over making that the 7. This is not the 7. This can't be the 4 either because of the triple. So this becomes the 5. Looks over making that the 7, which makes this the 5. 2, 3, 4. So I know what this is. It's not the 2. This is the 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 6. And with a 6 in a 9 cage, this is the 1 and this is the 3. So this is not the 1. This is the 4 and this is the 3, which makes this the 2. This is the 1. These are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. And this 8 is telling me the order. This is the 6 and this is the 8. That knocks that 6 out and that should be the 6. This 7 looks down, making that the 8, which looks up making this the 9. In this column, I am missing a 5. This 3, 9. That 3 is now doing it. That's the 9. That is the 3. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9. And this 9 will do that. There's no 8 in here anymore. That 7 will do it. 3 and 7. These are 1 and 2. Hello. 2 and 1. That takes 2 out of there, so that's the 2. Let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. That 7 will give me the 4 and the 7. This 1 looks up making this 2 and 1. This 3 looks up making this 4 and 3. The 9 gives me the 8. The 4 looks across giving me the 3. And this 4 will look across giving me the 1 and the 4. And that is Spiderhead by Quartzic and BakedZiti. Yeah, so I'm not sure. This is a puzzle I think I would have done better at when I was actually a less experienced solver, because as a less experienced solver, I think the first thing I would have done was just pencil marked these thermos. And I think I would have found the 7-8 pair and this quintuple a lot faster. Whereas what I'm trying to do now when I solve thermos is I try and just sort of use the geometry of the puzzle to try and find something. But this 7-8 pair, I almost didn't spot. Very interesting. Good puzzle. Yeah, it's a really good example of what it's like using different tools, and that some of those, I'm not going to say beginner tools, but the concept of, pencil marking all of the thermos is something I've tried to grow away from. But doing, having not done that actually made this puzzle much harder. I think this would have been easier if I just pencil marked all of those thermos from the start. Yeah, very, very good. Nice way of explaining that to me. Really like the puzzle. Thank you very much, Kortzig and BakedZiti, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of your other classmates' puzzles. Hope everyone else enjoyed the puzzle. I'm not saying it. Sorry, I was about to say it doesn't matter where it comes from. It absolutely matters where it comes from. But whether it was from students or an expert setter, a good puzzle is a good puzzle. Thanks, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the channel content, and as always, good luck with your solving.